Hi everyone, it's Jen from Mind's Eye, and we're gonna do Wholistic with a W. And this is like the co-ops, this is the Reiki Masters, this is the alternative modalities of healing and healthcare that we're gonna look about. And I have to say already, right off the bat, that you can't even make it up how cantankerous, and it might sting a little bit, but the run through to the came through to the be through to the see through to be a day, the DEA came in and said, nope, no can do. We're not going to partner with you to be a boo. They ghosted them, absolutely ghosted them. And I wanted to run through and run why and rye, but rye and hops don't go together when you make a tincture to get it done. So when you actually have a permeance about yourself of getting it done, of a nun, anonymous review of anything and everything and something and nothing, to have it done and to get it done, you have to say, where is this coming through? Because you can't even sue it. So why did the DEA not partner with this crew again? Because something was a slew and something was a boo and something was a goo to match the MOU. So when I actually can't even make it up, what actually happened, I have to go straight to the gold, straight to the gold on a review of a can and a due basis of due process. And I really have to say, like, they really did not listen, or maybe some did. And it was secure your contracts now with who you need to do and what you need to do as small businesses and adhere to practices like with the DPH and with federal agencies and general statutes, because that is what's going to get you your in. So when you have to say the DEA did not partner with them, how come? Element few, element few. So when that happens, it's absolute heartbreak that came through again. And it came through on apathy of a stone face. It was a money offer. I'm seeing midwet. I can't even get it out right. But in reality, it really was the Beltway. It really was. It's happened before in the midway states. It caused quite a pause on this. So those who actually listen through and who are prudent in this community, it went through so hard and so fast. You couldn't even do you you walk into some places and you say, yeah, no, no, I heard a good review. And then you look at everything and you say, no, no can do. Not even your soap, because I touched your soap and like I had an allergic reaction to it. I literally touched a leaf. What are you doing? Like spraying Roundup on it? I just don't understand. But it really is no finality of relief to this. I'm seeing a September, I'm seeing a 3-9, I'm seeing an October, a 2-9, and then I'm also seeing like an April through an October of a 3-2-9, 4-2-9, 4-2-9-3 of a policy and procedure saying you can't lament on a way to a do, which means they literally tested a lot of these people who wanted to pair like contracts and start actually like doing a little bit more alternative ways of healing, because maybe they maxed out their medications or anything like that and they popped hot. For a lack of a better term, was it dictatorship? No, this literally means source. Hierophant means source. That is the chaos and the tower moment. The world came in so harsh and said, you have to adhere to these standards. You have to adhere to these standards. There's no moving on, no move on whatsoever. I mean, we don't even have 211 out here anymore. The resource, everything boiled down to one thing, one thing. You can't even get a review. The star says it was wishes fulfilled on the page of cups. I mean, you can't even give an offering to it. So I just don't understand why I'm not getting paired with anything, not even Bluetooth. Sure, confirmed. That is the biggest card. The Ace of Swords, confirmed. Cutting it away. I don't know why certain things are just not doing it right. But to those who are truly adherent the proper way, it's the moon card. It is the moon card. It was the beaver moon. I'm telling you, the universe was truly trolling everything to the buck moon, to the stag, to the super moon, where you couldn't even manifest light or eight to our infinity and beyond to sit proudly and securely. Now, with that being said, it is okay to do the moon ceremonies. It's okay to do these groups because they really do work. But you gotta listen to yourself when you're clean and sober, even when you don't feel right and you're clean and sober, you gotta listen to yourself because it came through so hadly to yardly of soap that you couldn't even believe how it came through of an unbeknownst way. Now, the Page of Pentacles says, is this slander? Is this defamation? Is this soliciting? Is this anything to get a gain or a handle on? No, it was a young offer on many states that came through to a point of hypervigilance, of cutting things out to no contentment. That was the Ten of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups meant they went counterintuitive, a lot of them, to the Knight of Wands coming through and saying, no, you couldn't go through. It was fast, harsh, haste, fire-like sign that you see to trickery, to the King of Wands in reverse, where you couldn't sit. They couldn't even sell themselves in an interview because they're like this. No, I got it. No, no. And doing that. So when I see this, truly the struggle of ill contracts came through. That's the King of Swords in reverse. To work together like a co-op, a community, to be safe, there was no contentment value because justice came through and said, what do you do when you have a new come to together and you see a ray of distortment in your faces? We want to see you guys alone on how you do this. The communication of word of mouth to all of it coming through to the highest degree of resolve was absolute recklessness to a point of divorce, which was a marrying of partners in these co-ops that they said we have to divorce this. But this energy of like a new birth, because the Empress can be fertility, it is a birth of balance at rest, the Four of Swords, no plantation. Move on right there. I couldn't even believe how well that boiled right out. You literally, I literally can't even do a stone face on that one. Not whatsoever. Nope. No factories, no grows, no grews, nothing. The high priestess goes hidden motives to working their magic to sitting alone and saying, I already know what to do with this, comes forth the securement to the Knight of Swords in reverse. You can't even believe how hot. I mean, this was strong that came through. You didn't have to do anything, law enforcement or military or anything of those entities. They just revealed themselves in their own way. So let's look at anything else that's positive for next week, the 24th to the end of the month, because I just can't even do this. Let's see what's on the numbers whatsoever. Whatsoever. This is just absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd to the legit form of a nun. The two of clubs, two entities out here to the point of having to do mediumship. I can't even believe what they're showing me right now as a psychic and mediumship. Like this one female, she's young, she's 16 years old, and she's showing me in mediumship and Anastasia and Abigail and she's like it's an A name. She's showing me that this actually like they come in and they ghost you like mediumship and they pretend. I already know. I already know as a visiting nurse what they're doing. So with the six of clubs, I have to say I am so sorry, holistic community, as you're trying to build up your name that this keeps happening. But the regulations for legalized marijuana or anything like that is so harsh and hard. You have to present and show, you have to show up. So when you see the six of diamonds, it is usually six visits. The five of clubs goes, it is a written notice. The Ace of Hearts says, go about it in a way unknown and get them now. Go at certain times of the day with certain ones that you know who are clean and clear and adherent and actually listen to their bodies. Like some of them are just like, geez. But the 10 of clubs goes, it is teamwork. It is absolute teamwork. So those entities, those with no play on words, like the farm stands, the small farms, the candle shops, the herb shops, anything like that, or any places that do holistic healing with Reiki, yada, 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 that you have to do it like that. You'll know immediately if they are clean and clear and are adherent. That's all you need to know. So let's look at what else is in the next week for them. All is a go about, but it's a boast. It's a bust. It's a nust can say to be a day of a lay of a bay. Something about going on vacation, a lot of them. They just need to get out of here. They just need to get out of here right now. I don't know where that's coming from or where that's going, but I see December 2nd, something significant for them. With that being said, that's all I have to say. And any questions or concerns, go ahead and send me an email. We'll talk to you soon.